I had to hit my button too. For the pushes to talks. Anyway, so I forgot to do the thing and double check exactly where we ended last time. But we're back for more slam banners. Excitement, Chewbacca sound. So, sorry, that made me think about Star Wars, and I got really sad there for a second.
No.
So I think I have a general idea of where we ended, though. Correct? Like we were all in Vivian's house.
Yeah.
Step one.
Yes.
We were talking about a funeral.
Yeah.
Yep, you had found an obituary.
Yes.
Yes,
more obituaries. Yes.
Obituaries. Yes. In a more general sense, Magnus had given y'all the lowdowns and the whatnots and particulars of your thing, or his thing that you're kind of doing by proxy. It feels like.
Yes.
Magnus did get specific instructions. Y'all are just kind of here.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because he just kind of came out of the fucking shed in the back and told you into this.
Yep.
That sounds about right.
We're just helping you out of the kindness of our heart.
Gave Vivian a present that we thought was going to be nice, but was actually not.
Yep.
That was a little traumatizing.
Yep, a little traumatizing. Shouldn't have done that. Tom learned. No, it wasn't your fault. Don't shoot the messenger.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to. What else? Anyone else? Give me.
The last note that I had was just that we had the obit. We had. We knew that the funeral was the next day, and that we needed to figure out what we were going to do and how we were going to approach it.
Yes, I believe that is where we left off. It was in that conversation. All right. So if everybody's ready, we're gonna assume that time has been paused by some cryptid. I'm just kidding. And we can pick up like in a general sense where we left off with that piece of information. I think, right?
Yeah, sure.
And I pass the ball to you.
Oh no.
Immediately drops it. Oops.
Yeah.
Like, oh no.
Oh no.
So
You didn't say reject.
So Magnus, this is a retrieval job. Is that correct?
I prefer collection, but sure. Yep.
What's the difference?
Well, the connotation, it's not important.
Doesn't matter. Not my business. Okay.
Context is everything.
Yep.
I have a talking skull and a weird red dress in my house. There's no context anymore.
It's true.
That's true.
That's
So just to get this straight, this John guy died and his soul never went where it should.
Yes.
So how do I assume, how do you find a soul? When dead, does that mean it's still hanging around?
That's complicated.
I was really hoping you'd tell me you're basically just a bloodhound and we could just set you on the trail.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say, it's really easy, let's just go over there and get the thing.
Tom chimes in. He basically is a bloodhound. That part's accurate.
He just like looks at it like.
I'm refraining
good
from
one.
making
A good one.
so many comments right now. I'm just saying.
With it, the unusual nature of the death being that they've not turned up where they should do, like most of you do, there's almost certainly something magical going on.
So, Magnus, would you like me to fill your head with some background information?
Sure.
Real quick, like you have like a blink your eyes moment, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I've known all this information my entire life." The DM hasn't explained it to me before.
It's the I know kung fu section of.
Yes, exactly. All right, so real quick, there are a lot of different options for what could have happened here.
Yeah.
In your experience doing these sorts of collections before, either, and because the hotel has like no record of him in the guest book, it means he didn't pass through the hotel.
Yeah, he's not. Yes.
So either someone has like entrapped him, basically like some sort of magical artifact, like I'm going to use this soul for my own purposes, which is a gross, nasty thing for you, I'm sure, but it has happened in your experience.
Yep.
He could have unfinished business and be trying to hang around the like premises as a ghost, and have built himself a little shadow house in the astral void, the blank.
Oh,
which
like
is
a Faraday cage for dead people.
Exactly. So he could be haunting his old life, trying to finish some unfinished business. Someone could have snatched him up, like probably someone from downstairs. Upstairs doesn't really do that. Could have snatched him up in a way before he could have been collected by one of your colleagues. And he could have fallen into the dream oceans. That is also something that we have never explored on the show. But it is part of the cosmology in that mortals, when they dream, enter these dream oceans. And he maybe could have fallen into that. Oh, we have scratched surfaces here. I've worked on this cosmology and setting for a long time.
So he could have inceptioned himself to death.
Yeah. So
Oh.
I'm gonna tell
Another way
you
to go.
that in your, so this is another piece that you will probably prove useful to you that you would know. You know that he was a fiddle player and a musician, and that artists have a very strong presence in like the dreaming seas, the nightmare one and the positive one. Because of they are like so creative, their imagination can like build themselves an entire little like island of dream, which is what they do. Or they go to other ones, like they have a lot more leeway in that space. The more active of a dreamer you are, the more powerful you are when you go to sleep.
Yeah. So the 70s and 80s was a nightmare for Reapers. Is the
Oh God, yes. Oh,
Okay.
there is one notorious island out there where like Hendrix and
Yeah.
fucking like Pete, or not Pete, what is his name from The Who? Keith Moon and all
Oh,
those
God.
guys like dipped out of the downstairs because they were able to like party themselves into the dreaming ocean forever. And then they served to inspire generations of musicians.
Oh dear.
This is the cosmology.
I love it.
Thank you.
I want to party myself into the dream ocean when I die.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Just
how I
make
want
sure
to
it's
die.
the dream one, or you'll hang out with Kurt Cobain in Nightmareville.
Yeah.
It'll be like a
You
Dark
don't-
Horse comic.
I much prefer like the manner of you choose kind of your own afterlife. There's no like
Yeah.
judgment here. There's no like your mental, physical, spiritual state defines what is going to happen to you, and you determine what that's going to be.
So cool, Steve. Do you understand how cool that is that your brain made this up?
Thank you.
So cool.
I am copying from a lot of different sources, but thank you.
I don't care. It's
Um,
cool.
When I was writing this, I was reading Neil Gaiman's Sandman for the first time. And I
did, yeah.
love
Okay,
it.
That
that-
explains
yep.
a lot.
That adds up.
Ah!
That tracks.
Yep.
And a lot of other stuff too. But yes. Sorry. I love fucking Sandman. So good.
I did wonder. Okay.
So good. So you blink and you learn all of that. I'm gonna drink some coffee now and shut up.
I mean, if I had to guess, he's imagined his way. How do I explain this to you?
Like we're 5.
Okay. There's a sort of smorgasbord of awful options, but my assumption, considering he played music, is that he's done what some artists tend to do, and quite literally swum his soul into his own muse, into dreams, for want of a better. Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
It's just like like looking at the blank face.
Okay.
When you have an idea and no one's had that idea before, it has to come from somewhere, right? Somewhere in the back of your, I guess technically our chimp brain is something that makes things up. And-
Shit brain! Sorry, I'm sorry. You were on a roll, and I'm sorry. That was great. You were fucking murdering it. You were just slaying, and I broke the tent. Damn it.
Oh dear. It mixes things together in your sleep and makes new things, right? That's what it's for.
Yeah.
That's a place, not a thing. With enough of you happening at the same time, you have believed it enough to be real.
So we can literally dream things into existence? Is this what you're saying?
Can we go there?
Sort of.
I don't want my dreams to be real.
Yes, and Vivian and Magnus know someone who actually can do that.
Mm. Oh dear.
Oh no. Wait. Who?
Rick can
Rick.
do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, okay. That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes
Yes.
sense. Oh, that's what he keeps
Yeah.
going on about.
Yeah, musicians and sculptors and even
You
Da
know-
Vinci for a while.
I just thought he was high when he was talking about that stuff.
I mean, it can certainly help with getting in.
So we just have to
That's
smoke
accurate.
like a lot. So we just have to
No.
sit around and get
Well,
stoned.
I
That's
like
no.
this idea.
My guess is that that's where he's gone. He plays
Okay.
music, right? He could
Yeah.
literally have inspired himself out of existence,
That makes sense.
but that doesn't discount any of the other possibilities.
How often does that happen to people?
Not often.
Not, I mean, there's that I know of. There's only one person that does my job. Generally, you all die the way you're supposed to, or has been agreed upon by.
Okay. So I just want
everything
to.
else.
This is a bit bleak, but I want to point out that every day, 150,000 people die.
Yeah.
And that is a pretty mortality rate has been pretty static like that for a long time. There are 7 billion people. You are a busy boy, and sometimes the creatives just that just happens. But
Yeah.
you don't know. This is a special circumstance in particular.
Yeah. I pick up what you might describe as edge cases, but there are lots of people who do my job and never have one of these days in their entire existence.
Okay. So, I will be completely honest with you. I feel very out of my depth because it doesn't sound like it's something that I can hit, punch, or shoot. So I'm gonna
mean,
just follow
if
everyone
he's-
else's lead.
If he's a ghost, you could maybe shoot it.
Don't give me hope, Magnus. Don't give me hope.
I need you all to get me near that corpse.
Fuck.
And it's,
That's a
it's
gross.
like, just like perfectly.
Here we go again.
Wait, what did he say?
We need to get him near that corpse. We gotta get him to the body.
That's about the fifth time I've heard that in my life.
That's the funniest. That's like it's funnier the longer I think about it.
Yeah. Can I at least get out of my pajamas first?
Oh.
Remember, GN is still
Just-
and they're,
Okay,
and they're
so-
sleeping mask.
Yes.
To clarify the time frame, It's like the middle of the night, I want to say. It's like 2 a.m. or something insane.
Because he left and came
Um,
back and timed it like.
Oh, Jeremy
So
Barrymade,
it's
yeah.
almost bedtime.
Oh, it's
Randy.
Mandy, every day.
Sure.
I just
Yep.
started to respond before I caught it.
Me too.
So yeah, consider this. I actually have this calendar. So this would be like the 2nd of December. So, like you have the entire 2nd, and then the funeral is on the 3rd. So like you can go back to sleep and do other stuff this day.
Yeah, this
before
is
tomorrow.
Okay.
Hatch a plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're using midnight as the start of day.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey Erica, how many morticians do you know?
I might know a few.
At least one comes to the support group. Hang on.
Desperately searching for the list.
Makes sense.
Let me
No,
go through my
desperate
contacts.
for a name.
So look
Okay,
around your room and
I used to work with someone that quit working in a warehouse in order to put makeup on corpses for a living because
Hey.
that's a job.
I mean, it's got to be quiet.
I'd do it.
Meow.
All right. So Erica, there is an
Yes.
old dude named Kermit McTeague, Mr. Kermit McTeague,
All right.
who runs a funeral home called St. Filbert's Funeral Home and Brewery, which is also listed as the funeral home hosting the funeral.
Could you run that name by me again?
Yeah, that was the St. Filbert's Funeral home. Oh, sorry, Mortuary Funeral Parlor and Brewery. I changed the name
Oh yeah, the
on the
brewery.
front and the back sides of my piece of paper. So we're gonna go with the bigger one because it's funny.
Someone needs to type that down. I don't want to forget
What?
that ever.
I've got it.
Thank you.
Why do I
Please
have
send
an
it
Irish Kermit saying "I pity the fool" going through my head? Why is that?
to me.
Oh my god.
It's not.
Oh, more-
Thank you.
I can't.
So we
Oh
gotta
my
go talk to
God.
Kermit.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can talk to Kermit.
Does he live alone? Please tell me he's Kermit the Hermit. This would be great. This is all I need.
Oh yeah, he's kind of a weird dude. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like a lot of people that come, I'm not gonna say a lot, but there is a percentage of people that come to the support group that you're like, you're just kind of a weird person. Like we're all a little strange on the inside, but like you're weird.
Wear
Um,
openly, baby.
I generally, me personally, Steve, meet people where I'm like, oh, I'm pretty fucking weird, but this is beyond my capacity to understand. Respect.
Capacitance. Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
But yes, you can finish sleeping and whatever it is you'll need to do. Do any of you know what do you people call it? Witchcraft spell? You know, just like waves his hand to like.
Not really.
Mm, I mean,
I
there
might
was.
have a few
Fuck, wait.
books on it.
I
That
can.
helps.
I can do
That does.
fortunes. Does that count?
That actually might. He's like.
Mandy has an out of character question because I remember in the interlude episode, what you call it, we mentioned some Cletus person who lives in the
In the
Swamp.
swamp.
In the swamp.
who was helping Tad out with wards and stuff, or some fancy word for magic, which I
Yeah.
did write down but can't find.
Oh. Yes. Oh fuck! I'm gonna look it up. Now.
Atropaic. Is it atropaic magic? That's wards, yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, but maybe he knows some other kinds of magic. Cleat?
Apotropaic. Yes.
I don't know how useful. Well, if we're gonna wander into a dream, or if someone has warded a container to put them in, or if he's warded his house to keep his soul in.
So yes, what you're saying is yes, we should go talk to the swamp witch.
First, you all sleep, then books, then
Books are
witches, and then
Sleep is for the weak.
and then
That's true.
how comfortable are you with corpse fortunes?
Oh
Excuse?
my god.
What does that entail?
I heard a corpse. I heard
About as comfortable as I am with anything else.
Well, so to read a person's fortune, you are with the person, right? But we don't know where the soul is, but the body is pretty solid, like an anchor. Like your body is like an anchor, and then your soul is the ship.
They're just juice and goo. They take all the juice out, and the goo falls apart.
Okay, so there's a lot of that. Tom, normally I wouldn't be comfortable with comments from the peanut gallery over there, but I do have a legitimate question for you.
I am happy to not be sarcastic.
Yeah, I bet.
Nice. Well played. Game, respect game.
You better. Is there a one-stop shop for people who can talk to the dead?
What do you mean?
I mean, is it as simple as pulling a Ouija board out, or do we need to go talk to an expert?
It all depends on where they went, right?
Fuck.
And he kind of looks over at Magnus.
Yep.
If they're in the dreaming, or I don't want to say in the dreaming, that's too obvious. In the dream oceans, you can generally, dream yourself there if you have the right guide. Rick's okay, and he just as shifty as a skull could look, he looks shifty.
Don't say that about Rick.
He smells weird.
Well, yeah.
Is Tom is he something else, or is he has someone etched wards around his skull to keep the soul in it? How is he a thing? Is he an example? I could be he might have turned himself into one of these.
So yeah, Tom could be understood to basically be a very advanced form of phylactery. There is some divine essence trapped up in there, but it ain't coming out.
Just to partly to annoy him, he'll pick him up. He picks him up and turns him over, and he's you see all the runes inside, pointing at the bottom of his head,
Here, right up in there. You see that right there?
Yeah, he's got his fingers are in the eye holes, like a bowling ball. It's just.
Let me get the other skull. Sorry. Anyway.
Okay, so I'm still floundering. So what do we? So we use some books. We go talk to a swamp witch.
We check what he's become, and then
Go to a few.
we'll work it out from there.
So first, snatch the corpse to get the corpse fortune and find where he really is, and then go to
So
the
it's a
dream
heist.
place if he really is there.
I
can
well,
get behind the heist.
Nice.
Magnus is
We
don't
don't talk
actually
about the
need
corpse
the-
part.
I don't-
That's a heist.
No, I'm into this. So we'd have to break in, steal the body, move the body, slam van,
So,
and then
Technically, we only need a
There's been
piece,
worse things in there.
but the bigger the piece, the better.
so the head
Hmm.
or like a leg.
He's
How big we
suddenly very uncomfortable.
Do we have to get into
No.
mutilating the body too? Can't we
No,
just
no,
have the
no.
whole? At least don't. Come on.
Do we need
Look,
the body? Can
I'm
we
a-
track him with clothing?
He's so. Okay, right. Look, like straightens his coat, like there's a tie. He's like,
Why are
Okay.
you guys so okay with this? God damn.
I'm
I need
Ian's
to get
trying not to smirk. Just
I need to-
flustering Magnus.
I need to get to his body to work out
Yeah.
what he is right now. And then with that information, we'll either need a swamp witch or a fortune or I mean, if
Okay, so
someone
it's not-
downstairs took him, there's literally going to be hell to pay. But that's a
Oh,
so less of a heist, more of a breaking and entering. That's
Still a high.
Yes.
less
I
corpse
bel-
touching. I'm fine with that.
I believe technically your criminal law would define it as desecration. But that's
So what about Welcome to
from-
playing with Chris. It's this
like
is
from the way he says it, there's some assumption that like he's clearly been caught before and like knows what the like proper sentence, like whatever the like legal term would be for like messing with a
it's
body.
He can tell you what the code is in like
Yeah.
each state. Like, oh,
It's a misdemeanor versus a felony. Yeah.
this is the moments where I just love to sit here and be quiet and listen.
So break in, preferably in the dead of night. So like tomorrow night. Let
Yes,
Magnus
before-
poke the body.
That's one way of putting it.
Never say it that. Never put it that way again, please. Never. That's a different show.
That is what it's called now.
It's a different thing.
Operation Have Magnus Poke the Body.
Yep. Yep.
Corpse inspection. That's
There we
Oh,
go.
that's not
Even
better.
better.
Operation Corpse Inspection. There we have it. I'm writing it down.
And then
God, that sounds like a terrible reality show. This week on Corpse Inspectors.
Oh, and here we have the tea.
oh, it's like a mortuary show that follows like forensic CSIs around, and they're just
God.
like,
at
man,
like
his
body
liver.
farms.
This is the heaviest liver we've ever found. You're like, oh,
God.
Well, this here old lady, yeah, she died in her apartment like 6 months ago, but nobody ever found her. So here we go, everybody.
Yeah.
Let's inspect that corpse.
oh, it looks like a cat's ate her fingers, and you're just like, why?
Oh God. All right, sorry.
That went real fast. I'm just gonna look over at Tad and go, Tad, do me a favor, go find the bone saw.
Yeah, no problem.
We're gonna pack that just in case.
That got grim.
Okay, but you gotta. Yeah. Okay.
Just
I'll go get the bone saw.
It's like,
on the DL.
A casual conversation about chopping off body parts suddenly got very real.
It's a be prepared for any situation. Last time it was grenades.
that's
This
fair,
time it's
yeah.
a bone saw.
Yep.
Just
It's a
warn
hell
me
of a
before
Swiss
you
Army knife you've got there. That's
chop up the body.
Oh no, yeah, no, that's a last resort. Don't.
yes.
Yes. If you feel like it, just let me
Oh.
know.
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, good.
I'm a
Good,
lot
good.
of things, but that's not one of them.
Well, you don't seem squeamish.
No,
Is one of the
it
things.
is a 95
I can kind of be in the right circumstance. I'm fine with the, as long as it's the whole body.
I just he was
But-
a 95-year-old man. He's probably like chicken skin and bones.
That's still a person.
That's what I mean, though. He's like probably frail, and I don't want to. Anyway, just get the bone saw.
I get the bone saw.
Okay.
I get the bone saw.
Can I go home now? I'm tired.
You can sleep
Yes.
here if you want.
You should all probably. Yes. Right. I need to go and pick up my funeral suit, and then it's like I can't wear this. It's like some grey, like pinstripe. Like it's still a very nice suit, but this it's like
Too brightly
not
colored.
this one. This is not
Oh my
the.
gosh.
Every time I hear Magnus talk about his clothing, I think about 30 Rock. In one of the first episodes, Tina Fey walks into Alec Baldwin's office and he's wearing a tux. She goes, "Oh, are you going to some event tonight?" And he just goes, "It's after 6. What am I, a farmer?"
It is that kind of like
Yeah.
but equally with time being weird, right? So like every time he back in like a different, like still very tiny suit, but that might have been like days, or it might only have been like seem like seconds to everyone else, but he still changed outfit and come back.
Like your own personal Superman booth of indeterminate time.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
There's like a whole tweed get up that you've only ever seen once. It's just like
Nice.
Oh, wait, this is out of fashion now. My bad.
it's not like crazy French aristocrat like rough up to here.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
He's wearing 2 ruffs.
Yeah.
Is this not considered party wear anymore? Like
Oh, good lord. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Everyone goes to sleep somehow.
I mean, anyone can stay here if they want. If you don't want to sleep, if you're awake, whatever, I'm going up to the shooting range. Well, down to the shooting range, if you
Can I
want practice.
do you have a piano?
Yes.
Oh, wait, I don't shoot things.
He just like wanders off.
Up on the 2nd floor.
I'm gonna go sleep. Just walk.
Jan, you're gently put to sleep by the sound of someone playing like Pachelbel's Canon, but in like a softer key, and it's just like slightly
Nice.
uncomfortable to hear. Like,
There's no soul in the playing.
yeah, exactly.
Very mechanical. Yep. Accurate, precise.
It is that. Yeah, that's like the yeah. It's not like you expect some. There's like tiny errors in music that make it beautiful, opposed to like a computer playing exactly the like.
Yeah. It's like a computer answering Jeopardy questions. It's exact.
Where's the heart?
None.
In the canoptic
Computer doesn't
jar.
even put it in the form of a question.
It just puts a question mark on the end because that. It's just like,
Oh, we talked about canopic jars, didn't we, Steve?
I think we did, yeah. Okay. So Vivian goes shooting. Magnus plays the piano. Gian is going to sleep. Tad, what are you doing?
I think I might go lay on like a couch and try to sleep, but try to sleep. I'll just
Watching
not expect to
Netflix.
sleep. Yeah.
And then what is Erica doing?
Oh, hold up. Rio had to come back.
Oh, there we go.
hold.
Sorry. That's what I got.
Hold.
Yeah, holding. That's what I get for not.
There you go.
All right. And then, all right, so everybody's doing their thing. Erica, what are you doing? Ambush. I did too early.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Try it again.
All right. Right again. All right, Erica.
Oh.
What are you doing? Sorry. You're good. I'm
Okay.
not being attentive. It's
No,
fine.
it's cool. It's cool. I didn't announce
My thinking cap
that
is
I
down
had to
here somewhere.
go away.
I don't know.
Anyway, I think Erica's probably like heading home to like before they go to sleep. Try and find the magic books for tomorrow.
I can do that. How many books would you say they have in their apartment?
Like not a ton. Like see the thing is when I upgraded I picked the lore library thing.
Yeah, you
Um,
did. I have that written down.
So I'm thinking there's probably like at least a few books that might have relevant information.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get you some titles.
Oh.
I have a thing for this, I'm pretty sure. Hang on. One second. Haha! This is what I was looking for. Nope, this one sucks. Sorry, I should have thought about this, and now I'm trying to find a good thing to just give me some good titles here.
Dog.
It's all right.
Okay, here we go. I got it. Okay. So you find books entitled The Guide for Transformation,
Okay.
the recent invocations to the wisdom goddesses,
All right.
and I'm gonna give you one more.
Please tell me you have simulacra and simulations.
Oh yeah, that one for sure. For sure.
Like in French, the original. Like
Yeah. You definitely have like a copy of the Necronomicon.
Yeah, of course.
But like it's like not like a skin bound copy, right? Like it's like a written book. Oh, and sure, remedial black magics. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm gonna give you for now. I'm gonna bookmark this page. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna in that case Eric is gonna take those and like not like take the books out of the library, but
mark them
and like leave them out so that they're easy to find, and then go to sleep after locking up properly.
Excellent.
Like 10 locks.
I'm sure that you just have so many.
Yeah, like there's a lot of them. Some of them might not work, but like it looks good.
Okay. Everybody that is going to sleep, which was Gian, I'm gonna say Tad as well, that you eventually fall asleep. Vivian, Vivian, are you just up all night in the shooting gallery and then other Vivian activities?
Yeah, she doesn't sleep much. She's gonna run the dog or do the shooting gallery, run the dogs through their training grounds, have them attack the dummy, all that fun stuff. Maybe put on the bodysuit if she's really feeling it, but you know.
Gotcha. And then Erica, and then Magnus. No, so I need Tad, Gian, and Erica to all roll me plus weird.
Okay.
Just that's it.
Okay.
All right.
Let me sleep, Steve. What?
What? Oh no, I have a -1 and I got a 5 on the die. That's a 4.
Oh yeah, that's bad. Okay.
Believe it or
That's
not, I'm not
also
that
bad.
weird.
I got a 4 in total.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh boys.
Please, Jen.
Oh man.
please, Jen.
Oh
save them.
gosh.
That,
Oh y'all, this is gonna be bad.
That's an 11.
Oh, all right, we got
Oh,
one.
Hey,
that's
winner.
All right, that's a complete success. So, how do I want to phrase this? All right, staring down into the creative zone.
Ooh, mark experience.
Yes, mark experience
Yes.
for your failures.
You failed.
Yep. I sure
I'm
did.
gonna learn something from this.
So the three of you all fall asleep eventually, and regardless of how active your dreams normally are, tonight you have a much more active one. The three of you all like kind of enter into the same dream. You don't know in the moment like if the other two are with you and or if you're just like dreaming that they are, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you are all on a boat in a crystal blue sea. There is like the horizon and sky is just like a very pale, soft blue. There are no clouds, and you don't see like anything around you. You are just here. But it was Erica and Tad. And Gian, you would hear this as well. You hear this like giant rumble off in the distance, right? And then suddenly the sky kind of is pierced with like a crack of thunder, and the sea becomes very rough and rocky. And the boat starts getting like tossed and plummeted around the waves, and like there's like water splashing all around, and like you're barely holding on. And Erica and Tad, you do fall out of the boat. And
no.
we're gonna address that in a second. But Gian, with your amazing roll, you stay in the boat, but in your dream, your vision kind of like blacks out for a second, and when you come back to, you are back in this crystal blue, calm sea, clear blue sky, and now there is land in front of you. It looks like this huge island almost. I mean, you have no idea how big it is. It's because you're like right up on it at this point, but it looks massive. And from like the beach you can see, which is like the fucking tourist brochure picture of a beach. You know what I mean? Like that. Oh, that's just too perfect. You went out and raked the beach, you monsters. But it, and like beyond it, you see just like what looks like a garden, like just this massive island spanning, like perfect nature space. And you hear singing and music and like the talking of people and what sounds like a party. But you wake up. Erica and Tad. So you fall out of the boat. And your visions also, your dreams also fade to black for you have an indeterminate amount of time. You have no idea how long. But before you know it, the two of you are awake again. And you are on a tiny desert island in not a good situation. The sky all around you is black and filled with lightning and thunder and clouds. You are like all the seas are now like dark gray and sludgy and nasty looking, and like instead of moving in that like fluid way that water does, it kind of lurches and like sludge.
Yeah.
And like up in the distance you can kind of see like a light on the other, like off on the horizon, but before really too much else passes, you wake up. Yeah, unfortunately, you got your experience, but you went to the other side.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everybody wakes up, though. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, could we see each other in the dream, and do we look normal? If so.
In this space, yes.
Okay.
In this space, yeah.
All right.
Oh, so weird dream. This is what I don't accept to do. Well, good morning. I guess I.
Tad probably rolls off the couch at the end of the night.
Yeah.
She immediately breaks out like, what? You okay? Shit.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yes.
There's just a Magnus stood in the corner, just like not saying anything, just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Yes, dream. Dreaming about the sea.
I'll go put my mask on, and Gian just stumbles up and stumbles to the bathroom.
There's already breakfast smells coming out of the kitchen because Vivian's been stress cooking.
Oh yay! I mean, no, I hug her, but yay.
No.
There's enough food. Like if you come into the kitchen, it's got one of those like big wooden kitchen islands, and there's like a giant platter of pancakes and another massive thing of like sausage, and then plant-based sausage for my vegetarian friends. And then there's eggs over there, and there's toast over there, and bagels, and then an industrial-sized coffee maker back there.
Hey Magnus, there are bagels here. You want one?
He's just like holding a hot piece of bacon, just like in his hand.
You want my bagel, Maggie boy?
Holding.
He's just like.
What do I do with this? I mean, it's not a soul, but
It's just like sort of just. Sure, I'll have a.
so you put it in your mouth and then you chew.
I was a person. It just doesn't taste like. It's like
You know what? I think my purpose in this life, other than to hunt scary bad things, is to just annoy the fuck out of you. Is it working?
he like looks at you and there's just like a second of the face melting into the like crazy like Dementor thing, just like.
Nice.
Solid.
Gian comes out 5 minutes later, sees what happened. What?
There's food and I'm annoying Magnus, so help yourself.
It's good.
Someone call Erica so that we can have them come over and eat if they want.
Doesn't see that. No.
I'll get them, and he just like strides off out the door, like across the grass, just like towards a shed, like.
Off it goes.
Yeah.
This is a perfectly normal thing to do.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Cat.
Kitty.
Aww.
Erica, what is the layout of your like where you're sleeping or your haven or whatever? What are the like most obvious doors? Would be the.
I feel like Erica lives in a smallish house, with a lot of like weird cabinets and wardrobes and stuff. So,
Maybe there's an old dumb waiter.
oh, probably.
Yeah, and you have to come out of the dumb waiter door.
It's like, oh, God, like it's like coughing and brushing himself off. Like, oh God, what? This is. First, it was under the stairs, and then a shed. He's just so like, it's like so carefully like brushing his suit. Like, oh God.
You have a
Oh, good
lint
morning,
roller.
Magnus.
Yeah, just like in a pocket. Just... yeah, most undignified.
Yeah.
And he like takes a minute, looks around. Like, yep, this is definitely Erica's. Like, okay. Like,
Yeah, you can tell by the number of cats.
oh God, they're all like staring at him.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, they don't like him. They all congregate on one side of the room in a pack. It's really creepy.
It's-
That's creepy.
The council will now judge you.
Mhm. And Magnus knows that's exactly what's happening.
Nice. But yeah, Eric is probably gonna like walk down a set of stairs and be like, "Oh, hello, Magnus. Are you? Good morning."
He like looks like to check
You're
the
in
sun's
my
up.
house.
He's like, yes, good morning. Right, yes. There is breakfast at Vivian's with. You mentioned.
That's lovely.
He's just like-
Should we go get a books while we're out here anyway?
like pulls out a pocket watch, like opens the thing, and the time is just completely wrong. Like closes it again, puts it back in his pocket. I think we have time, and just like
All right.
follows you wherever you're heading.
Yeah, Erica's gonna go.
I was envisioning you going over to the coffee maker and like pulling out your pocket watch and like furiously changing the time.
Yeah. Every time he goes through the hotel, of like, oh, just what day is it first? Not time. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, Erica shows you over to the like cellar outside and unlocks all the locks, and like opens it up and then walks in and grabs the books and walks out, and it's like, all right, here you go.
like you come out and he's like trying to wipe his feet. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Just got the pile. Like, okay, right. I don't know what any of these. Sure. Like,
I think these are probably our best bets. But yeah, we're gonna just lock up and go get some breakfast then.
he just like walks like yes, about that. You have a door. It's a little awkward. Just come with it. And he like goes back to like into the dumbwaiter
Oh yeah.
and does the like opens it. It's just a dumbwaiter. Closes it. Opens it again. And you're like, what the?
Oh, didn't know that was there.
And starts to just like try and like put his shoulder and head and like a leg in, trying to like climb through.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have to dive.
Oh, for goodness! It's like, can I put both my feet in? Oh, fine. And it's like, then just takes 2 paces, like ups towards the upset cats, and then just runs, dives through the hole. Like,
It was either dive or crawl. This is great.
yeah, but he doesn't want to get his suit messy, so he's got to just dive and roll on the other side. There's no like,
Action hero.
yeah.
Yeah. Erica has no suit to mess, so they just crawl in. They're good at that.
Yeah, there's just lots of Magnus like checking around a corner and like, okay, run.
So just for the record, it's gonna take like in hotel time, Magnus, it took you like 45 minutes to get over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it takes you 5 minutes to find the door back.
I okay.
You're just like walking down the hallway back the way you came, and you're like, wait, damn it, that one.
Yeah. Like checking the numbers or the plaques or whatever.
Oh, they move for sure.
Yeah.
They move. You just happen like your bellhoppiness and your particular species is the only one that can like walk around and be like, it's that one. I'm sure it's that one. This is where I'm trying to go. Yeah. So anyway,
You emerge.
you don't have to crawl this time.
Just like in the middle of a field, basically.
Yeah.
Interdimensional travel, so useful.
You two just see through the open door of the shed, you see my 2 dogs fighting over what looks like a massive plush teddy bear that they've ripped the head off.
Of course.
Is like placing bets while also eating the vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow that makes him less uncomfortable than the cats. He's just like, okay.
Dogs know their role, yeah.
Mm-mm.
They don't pay you too much mind, but they're very busy now trying to rip one of the legs off.
Yeah, of course.
These are very big dogs.
No, they're doing the doggo.
Oh yeah.
They're like those dogs that Putin had that are like the size of a person.
Yep.
You know which ones I'm talking about?
Ovchkas or whatever they're called. Yeah, the massive.
Oh my god, they're so
yeah,
big.
they're like bears. They're great.
Yeah, that picture of him standing next to the 2 of them, you're just like, fuck.
Yep.
Those are big dogs.
Yep.
It's there's one of him on a horse with the 2 of them in front, and you're like, I don't know what you're hunting, but dear lord.
Yeah.
Like,
A T-Rex, apparently. That's
Now, I have my feelings about him, but I am going to say that is like a good question. What are Putin, 2 bear dogs, and a horse hunting? That's a great question. Regardless of like all thoughts of morality and personal choices, what is the answer to that?
Like, you half expect him to just like have an axe like strapped to the saddle. Like, just no.
It's a Bigfoot. It has to be.
it
A
has
Bigfoot.
to be a Yeti something. Anyways,
Sorry.
no. No, I think that's they're huge. They're very big. They have that like Doberman coloring, but they're massive.
Yeah.
You just hear Vivian yell, "They won't bite unless you move wrong."
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Oh no, they like you, Erica. They're not sure about Magnus, but
He just like perfectly calmly looks at Erica.
yep.
I only have to outrun you, and just like, keeps walking.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big old
Just
bear dog.
That's like
Just Russia.
it's
That's
gonna be
what-
like 200 pounds of dog.
And I'm sure they probably just have the nicest dispositions.
I'm gonna
Big
put
dogs
that on the
are
stream. There you
best.
Oh,
Yeah.
Big ass dog.
Big dogs are always the best.
They are. Anyways, this has been Slam Van or Dog Hour.
yes.
The segment will return, no
Mhm.
doubt.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Don't even worry about it.
I have put Tom in the middle of the breakfast table.
Okay. He's just hanging out there.
Yep.
He's watching.
He's the headpiece.
Yeah. Oh.
Totally.
Nice. Right. We have books. We have. And he like holds up a piece of bacon again. Like,
So good. So I guess we'll do some. What if we split it up? What if some of us tackle the books and some of us tackle the. Is anyone really good at hacking? Can we find a blueprint of the mortuary and find the best place to enter?
I can't even use my
I
phone.
understood 2/3 of those words. It's just.
There you go.
GN will high five you.
I'm just saying.
I don't have the things, but I might know someone who could get us the things.
Why don't we start with a
Me.
cursory search, and then if we fail, reach out to your friend. I don't want to, like, alert the hacker, Swordfish style, until we need to call it that.
Yeah, we can look up some stuff on our own. I don't want to.
Less attention, the better.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I will hit the books with Erica if they're your books. So.
Yeah.
Just like we're looking for the titles. The sections are titled "Ways People Can Be Dead." No, that's not.
Magnus, did you just make a joke?
Yes. He's just like,
Has to think about it.
I am very proud of Magnus.
I believe that was humorous.
I am both also proud and a little baffled. Okay, I need to walk
My boy's
away
growing
now.
up.
I know. Oh.
Tad showed me something called a meme. No, a meme.
A
He's like-
meme!
Getting it! Getting it! Is this what it feels like to be a teacher? I should be a teacher.
Steve's dead again.
You all right there?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I also saw something on the floor and I was like, what is that?
While I'm down here.
Yeah. There's a guitar pick.
There you go.
Makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, let's
So-
split it up.
Yeah, so you hit the books. I'll be on team. Find ways to get to the dead body.
Mm-hmm.
What team am I on?
Whichever one you want.
Yeah.
Don't.
I mean,
Do you like books, or can you, like
Break
looks
and
at
enter.
Vivian, hack the swordfish?
Yes,
It's
that.
like-
That's
it's like-
exactly correct.
Swordfish.
I imagine that Magnus is now just going to show up with a swordfish at some point. I went to the fishmonger.
Yeah.
We just need a pickaxe.
Cost me an arm and a leg of your money, but I acquired us the swordfish. Let the hacking commence.
Some kind of ridiculous scene where he ends up dueling with someone with it. Like it's just a whole comedy of errors.
my
Just getting.
You see a mounted one in like the window of an antique shop. Now wait a second. Does it have to be alive or dead to work?
Now,
Because-
I'm going to be writing down swordfish.
I'm just
Uh-oh.
gonna bring a live one, and then we can get the dead part later if needed.
There we go.
No, it's like one of those like knockoff Billy Big Mouth Bass they make.
Oh,
It's like
God.
an entire. It's an entire swordfish.
No.
What if it was one of those animatronic ones where you hit the button and it like sings a song
That's
and
what he
they're
was
normally
talking
like
about.
a bass? Oh yeah. Oh. Fuck.
Really, Steve?
Yes. Really. I was writing down swordfish fight with a star next to it.
That's allowed. That's allowed. That's amazing.
Sings "Don't Worry, Be Happy."
I like the thought. I like the thought that it's sword and then the fish bit is in brackets. sword
There,
fight.
hey. Perfect.
All right.
By the way, Steve, I'll just ask now because I have the fixer move from being the crooked, and
yep.
that means if you want to buy something, sell something, or hire someone, you roll plus charm. And
Yep.
well, if you know someone who can get you the thing, or no, Should I do that now, or should I wait until we?
What are you specifically going to use it on? And I'll tell you whether to do it now or later.
Someone who could potentially get us blueprints, or like, I'm guessing blueprints is what we're looking for. Or a way to.
Yeah,
Yes.
Like
So-
some kind of government issued key for getting into sanctuaries or whatever.
I will let you go ahead and roll that now.
Oh, that's a good roll. That's an 11.
Oh, complete success. All right.
Yeah.
So Tad knows an old trick.
Oh no.
It's called the talk and walk.
Talking about?
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a 2-man con. And what you're gonna do, like what you have done in the past, that you have to get like blueprints and stuff for buildings, is that all of those are filed in like, records offices for like counties and towns and stuff. Those records offices are normally pretty poorly staffed. So someone does the talk and keeps like the only person in the building, the clerk in the front, occupied, and somebody else does the walk and just goes into the back, finds what they need, and then leaves. And then you can also walk after the talk is done. So it's the talk and
Great.
walk.
The talk and walk. Perfect. So we just.
And with that roll, I'm gonna give you like the whatever form of advantage Monster of the Week has on
Let's see.
performing the talk and
I'll
walk
just
when the
read.
moment arrives.
Plus
10
one
plus,
forward.
a person who can do it. And
Would it be like an
yeah,
acting
it doesn't
or
say
pressure?
much else. It doesn't really say anything.
All right,
Yes,
let
you
me.
get what you
I'm
need,
looking at it right
basically.
now.
You get the person you need.
And then perfect. That roll will be the talk and walk then.
Good.
So you will be
I
able
just
to
get
perform
this amazing tactic. And I'm like, oh, I had a stroke of genius.
that. Mhm.
Bet you've never heard of this before.
So, someone distracts and someone grabs. That's the idea.
Yeah, that's the idea. So I'm gonna say that Tad, with your complete success roll, you are very easily able to distract this clerk. Like, maybe you see like some pictures, like some magazines on their desk, like about like I don't know, birds. Perfect. Bird people are like this. And you're like, you see some National Geographics that are like, birds of South Africa and stuff like that. And you get them talking about birds, and then they just like lose all perspective. And they're like, well, let me tell you about the South African
Please tell me-
swallow there. It's a little different from your North African swallow because of the
Oh.
plumage.
Really?
Oh yeah, here, I got a magazine right here for you. And he like,
Oh, do tell me more.
giant, I'm just picking it. Go ahead and make this up. Big, fat, greasy dude. Like, I don't know why I put it like that, but like, this is his job. So he gets to, like showing up National Geographics, and who's gonna sneak in while Tad is distracting.
That's probably gonna have to be okay. If I'm gonna do this though, Ted, you're gonna make me take off all my. I jingle when I walk,
Mm-hmm.
We'll take up the belts.
but that's how I kill the vampires. Okay, it's daytime. Never mind. Just
It's unlikely there's a vampire
all
in
of the
here.
silver.
The scariest
was
thing in here is
unlikely.
paperwork.
Yeah, really. I'm just gonna put it away. All right. So yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Oh, God.
With Tad's complete success, you are able to just like and sneak through, and go on in and grab what you need.
Okay. Sweet.
Yep. The talk and walk.
That's amazing.
Oh gosh, that's
Oh.
amazing.
It's so good.
All right. I
present-
think that and the talk and walk. Let's take a quick fiver.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm
that's
gonna get that
perfect.
talk.
Yeah.
I present
Yeah,
Magnus
that's
and the
amazing.
Cat
I love
Council.
that.
That's
I love them.
fantastic. Holy shit.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right, fabulous. Yes.
I will be right back.
Breakies.
Okay.
Yes. Me